has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Get it! Bronco lead! Bronco lead!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play.
You look at the defense for these Texans. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
7 Pirates, 7 Hawks, 70 Hawks.
Operating from the gun, Lowry. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. He'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Caldwell. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The Broncos at 0-9 now on the year. And they come in the midst of a season-crushing losing streak. It's up to 9 games now.
And this is a team that's not shown much consistency during this losing streak because they've never really looked like they've been ready to play. You question their motivation. You wonder what's going on with them. And I'll have a PhD in psychology, but the body language, it's awful.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Go! Warriors, Bronco 80.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lowry able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. What's good on the extra point? And it's now a 7-0 game.
Texans nothing.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Now a 2nd and 2. Not liking the look, they'll change the play. From the gun again to Mixon. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. That's complete. It's Jalen Noel. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Texans first down.
They'll look to throw. That's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A 6-yard pickup.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
24-yard line.
Texans football to start quarter 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nico Collins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run the counter. It's Caldwell. We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Caldwell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Lowry. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Lowry. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
On the ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. To Mixon on the check down. No gain on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bonito. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
That's some good hard running there as he pushes his way forward for about 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 3rd and 4.
Go! 70, step away.
Looking to throw. Lowry. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now. Touchback.
20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
8 yards on
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
intercepted. Sets up a first down and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. Ready,
A final shot before break. Lowry. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by by Mack Wilson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Play clock reading 4. We're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. He'll try and do this himself. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
The Texans, first down. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down.
Running left, it's Mixon. Oh, what a move. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
First down. A gain of 29 yards. First down.
Back to Mixon on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Flag. Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Lowry. He'll find the rookie here from Texas Tech. Down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Texans 7.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
18 Cardinal.
Second and 9 now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
A gain of 14. And the Texans.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Ready, ready.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. 11 yards for number 11.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready. 19. Here we go. Start. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Operating from the gun. Lowry. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him get one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Caldwell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep.
But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9.
Ready, go!
Now a give right side. It's Caldwell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lowry. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass complete to Higgins.
And he picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he'll get this up all the way back to 22.
Well, that sets up a big third down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
A big play looming on third down. To throw is Nix. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Wants to try to add the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
It's the score. Broncos 21, Texans 14.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. This is 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun